Another gorgeous day out there today. If your garden, however, needs some rain, well, you just may get it this weekend.
ABC 7 meteorologist Mike Kaplan is keeping it green. He joins us live from the Chicago Botanic Garden in Glencoe with that and more. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hey there, Lynn and Alan. Yeah, everything has gotten a lot greener. Speaking of keeping it green with all the rain that we've had lately, Rodney, our intrepid photographer, was out taking some pictures here at the CBG. Some gorgeous scenes here in the Japanese garden, the waterfall garden. It is a great day to be out here at the garden or in your garden, but you're not alone, more than likely. And Jess Gaylor is going to talk to us here a little bit about some of the animals that are joining us in our garden, including the pesky Japanese beetle. How do we know we've got them?
There's a couple of signs we find Japanese beetles leave us. First off is we've got a lot of holes in the leaves. As you can see here, it looks like Swiss cheese, actually.
It does, and of course, I'm gonna show here. This is, if you see these little shiny green buggers, you know you've got them. That's what the Japanese beetle looks like. So we found them. What do we do with them next? How do we get rid of them?
Okay, well, if they've congregated on your flowers like they have here, some of them have kind of flown away, but we've got one guy still remaining. So an easy solution is take a bottle of soapy water and just spray on there, and that'll kind of disengage it, and then you can just kind of tap them into the cup, which is how we got what's there. They're now trapped, and they're not going to be going anywhere.
All right, and another idea just real quick here is you take some mashed up fruit with some yeast, put it in a tall water bottle, and then they'll crawl in there and die, right?
Correct. The fruit will attract them, and then they'll just get trapped in there, so you don't have to come out to your garden every day and spray them with soapy water.
Beautiful. All right, the weather is perfect out here, Jess. We've got temperatures in the upper 70s, 79 at O'Hare right now, bright blue skies, but we do have rain on the way. I'll tell you when that's going to affect us this weekend, coming up in just a few minutes. Linda and Alan, back to you. We just got rid of our Japanese beetles. We got some mammals to contend with, too. Jess Gaylor, rabbits, everybody, the vegetable garden, everything, they're out there. What should we do to keep the rabbits off of our plants? So you got some chicken wire here.
I do, and what I'm going to do with this is build a little fence around, you could either do the area or the plant specifically. You want it to be at least 2 feet high, as rabbits can kind of jump over stuff.
Yes, they will. All right, we got a little new geranium there.
We do. So it's really simple to make. All you need is a couple of bamboo stakes and some kind of chicken wire or some kind of rabbit fencing that you can find at your local hardware store.
Should we put this deep in the ground if possible, or just as long as it's not going to blow over, it'll be okay?
Basically, as long as it doesn't blow over and there's no way they can get under it. You could get sod staples to hook it in the ground, too.
All right, so there we've got one plant protected. How about some area-wide coverage? And you got some stuff that does not smell good. I'll tell you that. What's with the corn?
Well, the corn is soaked in vinegar, and my volunteers swear by this. So it's really the stink that they don't like. So what you could do is you go ahead and soak your corn cobs in vinegar and just place them around your plants. Now, after a couple weeks, this scent is going to actually fade.
Okay.
So what else you could do is take onions or alliums, ornamental onions, and alternate. Then you can take new corn cobs and actually reuse the same vinegar.
Okay.
You can keep using it. You might just want to mark it so nobody uses it for cooking.
Yeah, good idea.
That'd be a bad idea.
All right, and then in this bottle, we've got a special concoction. Go ahead and tell us what's in there.
Okay, so they use compost tea to help with black spot and roses. Well, we can do something similar with horse manure or cow manure. And basically what you do is you're going to soak it for a while. The longer you soak it, the stronger it'll be, and it's going to be rather pungent. It's not going to be nice.
You're putting it nicely.
Yeah, so then I soaked it, and basically you make the tea so you can have just the liquid and you'll strain the solids.
She calls it tea. I'm going to let you spray some of that tea while we talk about the weather here real quick, Jess, and we'll come back to you in a second. So she's going to hit the ground around the plants here with our lovely aroma.
Yeah.
Don't use that bottle again for anything else. All right, Jess, this doesn't smell good, but it also doesn't smell good to the rabbits. It's going to keep them away, right?
Yes, it will.
All right, coming up, we'll talk about mice and a few other little problem critters for you at about 4:45. I'm along with Jessica Gaylor, and we're going to talk about keeping raccoons and mice out of the garden. Raccoons have sensitive feet. How can we use that to our advantage?
Well, you can do a couple of things, Mike. You can use prickly foliage like cucumbers or melons, and you can plant those around your garbage cans. Or you could use chicken wire that we've seen earlier, or you could use low-lying rose bushes or something really prickly.
All right, so they won't walk on that. Mice. What if we want to trap them in like a little humane trap? You got a good tip for what we can use as bait?
Pumpkin seeds are a great way to get them in a little humane trap and relocate them.
They can't resist them. And let's say we're just trying to now deter the mice and the voles from being in the garden. What are these plants, and what's unique about them?
These are some of the more potent herbs and perennials that we've got at the garden, and they also have very pretty flowers. We have ornamental alliums, ornamental onions. We've got mint, which can be a little aggressive in the garden, so a nice alternative is calamintha, which isn't as much, but it's still very potent. And
the mint smells a lot better than the manure bottle. I'm just saying that.
Yes, I would agree.
All right, and this is sage?
I've got Russian sage here, which is a great perennial for your garden, even if you don't have a mice problem. I also have catmint, which is also very, very strongly scented, and I have lavender. Lavender doesn't tend to be hardy here, but it's a good herb you can put in your garden during...
As an annual, right? Yeah. Great tips. All right, Jessica, we've got great weather coming up here tonight and most of the day tomorrow. The 7-day forecast does feature a little bit of a warming trend next week, but over the weekend, some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Looks like one round coming in tomorrow night, then another one Saturday afternoon. There will be dry time in between. So some great tips today on critter control from the Chicago Botanic Garden. Alan and Linda, this smells good. I like the mint. This is a winner.
Yeah, stay with that and stay away from that tea that you had earlier, Mike.
Don't want that tea at all.
Your special tea. Right?
Okay, thanks
See you
very
later.
much. All right, we'll see you.